We sort of scraped it in the end, didn't we? Guys, welcome back to another video. City are in the FA Cup final. The double is on. I'm sorry, I'm full of a... hay fever's been driving me mad today, so I'm not my usual energetic self. That is why. Look at my eyes, man. That is a... I've stopped dripping from the nose anyway. So, anyway, City are off to Wembley again after going to Wembley. We've just beat Chelsea 1-0, and I'm very happy, very relieved. And ultimately... it wasn't a great game of football. It really wasn't. City were pretty poor by their standards. And we sort of survived a little bit. We got by through that own prolificacy in front of goal of Nico Jackson and Chelsea's wastefulness. Look, let's call it what it is, you know. It was a defensive masterclass. If it works for Real Madrid to call it that, we can call it that too. We're City yet 1-0 through, and I'm very happy about that, man. The double is on. And for Bernardo Silva, it had to be him today. It had to be him today. A relentlessly brilliant footballer, you know, work rate impeccable. What he's given to his club over the past multiple years of his career, you know, absolutely wonderful. And of course, he got so much criticism after missing that penalty. It felt a little bit harsh, people coming down on him a bit too vociferously in my liking. But he deserved that today, you know. And he noticed that he tapped the badge as well, man. That stuff absolutely means something to me as a Man City fan. And it means something to him as well. You can clearly see that he loves this club inside out. Is the audio a little bit low? I apologise if so. That's my laptop does it every now and then. It just turns it down. I don't know why it does it. I'll turn it up now. There we go. It should be better right now for you. There you go. But yeah, he does it. And I'm buzzing for him. I'm absolutely buzzing. I don't think he needed to make up for the pen, by the way. But it's just nice. It's just nice to, you know, for him to have that moment, a sort of redemption for himself personally. It was good, man. It was good. And as Sean said in the chat, like everyone going to Bernardo at the end. Absolutely. That is camaraderie. That is team spirit. And we got by a little bit, you know. We did sort of get by through the skin of our teeth in the end. But this is a tired team. I mean, there's the stats for the game there. 62% possession, 14 shots to their 10, 3 to their 5. I think in the end, their XG was a little bit higher than us. And of course, they should have scored. They absolutely should have scored. And I think, you know, we got a little bit lucky potentially with a penalty that could have gone against us. Look, I'm old school. I don't think it's a penalty. But I understand with the context of the rules this season that it could have been a penalty. Maybe we got lucky there. But they do say things come around, you know. And last season, the one given against Grealish was farcical in my personal opinion. So, you know, maybe that's the karma coming round again. So I'll take it because I think we deserve it. But we are... God, the behaviour was bad today. We are through to the FA Cup final and the double is on. And I'm very, very happy about it. These players do not get it mixed up. These players are tired. They are tired. They are drained. They are spent. And they need a few days now. Either... to themselves ahead of the Brighton game on Thursday, or they need a few days on the beach in Brighton. Get down to Brighton, you know, get down early. I'm not ill, by the way, Sean. It's just hay fever, man. It's my sinuses have gone. It's just hay fever can be so debilitating, can't it? You know. But yeah, get him down to the beach. You know, get him down to Brighton. Let him skim some stones. Let him get an ice cream. Let him chase some pigeons or whatever. Not pigeons, seagulls. Let him have a chippy. You know, just let him relax, man, because they absolutely need it. Apparently, Pep is going mad about scheduling right now, Pedro. I mean, I can see the TV there. I can see him gesticulating, but I can't hear what he's saying. It's one of those things where, like, the calendar is ridiculous. You would have thought we would have been the Sunday game here, given that we play on Thursday as well. Like, why not have the extra day? It makes such a difference. Like, the Premier League doesn't protect its teams. The FA doesn't protect its teams in the way that the German teams or the German League or the Spanish League do. They look after their teams in Europe. They move games around for them. It should be that way, but, you know, City should have always been on the Sunday. But, you know, that's just... It's the FA for you. It is what it is. But I'm happy. I'm happy. This was not a classic by any stretch. It probably didn't need to be, you know. I think there's something to be said as well for this team here, a team full of players who played the other day getting through. And even if we didn't play that well, I don't think we did, and some of these players were spent. Look, ultimately, he asked his Warriors to go again and do the job for him. He's asked his Warriors to pick up the slack from the other day and get through. And of course it was difficult, and of course it was hard, but they put in the hard miles, and they ran. And you can see that they're jaded, man. You can see it. And the problem is when you're tired, so much of what you try and what you do just doesn't work as well. And that's the problem. Like, we're seeing these players try things, and Rodri in particular is a good example of that. He just looks a little bit slower. Usually his thought process is a bit slower. He gets caught on the ball a bit more. He's under-hitting or over-hitting passes. Same with Kevin De Bruyne. Of course, he got the assist in the end. But you can see these players are a little bit lethargic, and they're definitely not as crisp as they should be. It makes me wish there wasn't a competition in the summer, crying out loud. But that's how it is. But having said that, we still sort of got through, and that's the most important thing. As the Southern Wake said in the chat, the risk of going out of 2 comps in 72 hours is absolutely brutal. Like, it really is. I mean, you can't have that. That would absolutely destroy this team. So, yeah, you're bang on, mate. You're a bang on. I'm proud of them too, indeed. Absolutely. It had to be done as well. Like, we had to get through today, because otherwise, if we didn't get through today, I think the league's gone. I know that sounds quite dramatic, but I think the blow would have been just too much. It would have been too much. Yeah, you bang on Southern Wake. And it's one of those things where do what you can, win today, battle, even if it's uncomfortable. And as Guardiola said, I'm quite late to the documentary. I was only watching the final episode the other day, like last night. And Guardiola said at the end of it, he was there saying before the Inter Milan game, in finals, and it's not a final, but you may as well be, it's at Wembley, you have to suffer a little bit sometimes, you have to be uncomfortable. And Chelsea are a team trending the right way. They've got good young players full of energy, and they've got a bit of confidence right now, so they were well up for this, man. So they absolutely are a team you got to take seriously, and they made us suffer. Sorry, I'm knackered, guys. They made us suffer, and City had the answers, which is really good, man. Good. So I'm happy about them. They got through. It's tough. It's very tough to do what they've done, and they've done it, and they've managed it, and things feel good right now. So there we go. I'm happy about it. I'm very happy about it. Look, this is not my most in-depth video. I'll try and focus it tomorrow when I'm full of my head's not. I'm an absolute mess, which it is right now. But it's one of those things where you can only take the result on the surface level. I've got to give a massive credit, by the way, to look at the little kind of troll in the chat cheating, because you didn't get a sort of reasonably subjective penalty. Come on, man. Caicedo, he knew what he was doing on Grealish. He should have been off. You could argue. By the way, Cole Palmer very quiet in that second half. I love Cole Palmer. I really do. I think he's a great player, but he disappeared. So no one will mention that, will he? But got to give Doku the credit, by the way. Doku absolutely excellent. Doku is a game changer. The brilliance he's got, the pace, the dynamism, the spark. When your team is tired, I think you need that spark. I still would have made more changes. I would have had Doku, Rico, and Bob involved. I think the energy they would have brought would have been so useful to the City side. And I thought you saw when Doku came on, he was the best player on the pitch, in my opinion. What he contributed in a few minutes, of half an hour, Doku, 19 passes out of 19. That's ridiculous for Doku. His stats were so good, man. Where's his dribbling stats? Where are the dribble stats? Completed 4 out of 5. No assist, of course. Look, 2 crosses, accurate crosses. He definitely was involved in some decent moments and chances, but largely he just sort of terrified them, And that, to me, he was the pass before for De Bruyne, wasn't he? So Doku had a cracking game. He had a really good game. I really liked his little cameo for Bob, by the way. It was only short, and Diaz had a good game when he came on as well. We got lucky. I can't deny it. Nico Jackson is not a serious footballer. He's not a serious footballer at all. Next time you do coverage, fuck him. Look, the problem is, Jack, I have a son and I don't want to go to jail or get a criminal record, mate. Look, Goldbridge is, work's work. That's all I can say, It's all an act, don't forget, by the way. So it's not real. So, but either way, we're happy. We are through, and I'm very delighted for these teams. John Stones, it doesn't look like he's got the energy or the fitness right now. John Stones, again, he's off. I would not be surprised if he just doesn't play against Brighton, or he's not even in the squad. No Haaland today. And by the way, Alvarez wasn't good at all, but Alvarez is a good example of what Haaland's going through. We're just not creating stuff for our for our strikers. We're not getting him involved. Alvarez didn't play well. Nothing to Haaland the other day. But City aren't using their strikers well. They have so little to feed off right now. Kevin, Phil, Bernardo. Jack was pretty good, by the way. I thought he had a pretty decent game. Most of them, though, a little bit below the level of our best, but it doesn't matter. I'll see what Guardiola's been saying after the game. It must be some quotes from Guardiola by now. I'll check them out. This is our longest ever run, by the way. No competition. It's 29 unbeaten games. The longest ever. It doesn't feel like it, doesn't it? Guardiola is emotional, hugging goals he plays individually. Good on him, man. It's the first time we've reached consecutive FA Cup finals since 1955, by the way, which is good. Kev said, I'm really tired. It's been a tough week. The character in the City group is clear after Wednesday. To come here and putting that performance is unbelievable. Absolutely. And Bernardo went on to say as well, we're very tired, but we're very happy with another FA Cup final, another chance to win a trophy. This was the way this team reacts to this point is the best way. The team showed a lot of character. Absolutely, they did, you know. And so, once again, the only thing that matters. Guys, please like the video and subscribe if you're new here. Look, sometimes a scrappy win is the boost that you need. There's something to be said for finding a way to win. The fans were superb, by the way. I agree, clear as anything. But the fatigue is obviously there. We can't ignore that. You have to sort of acknowledge that these players are absolutely exhausted. Kevin, De Bruyne worked really hard today, JN. I thought Kev worked really hard. And, he still, of course, played probably the two best passes. Well, he played the best pass of the game in the first half, and then, of course, he got the assist sorted for the goal. Did he get an assist? Does it go down as an assist? I don't know. But he's nowhere near his best, man. He's nowhere near his best. But I still thought he was, he wanted it. I think that's the good way to put it, Cassius in the chat. He did want it. He absolutely did. And I'm really happy for him today. Nowhere near his best, though. But, he worked really hard and he kept forcing it. And eventually made the difference. Ortega, by the way. Stefan Ortega. Unbelievable. There's one thing I've been thinking about Ortega recently. Like the Madrid game, I thought the first leg, it sort of showed that Ortega, you could tell, you forget sometimes that he's not really played in many massive games, because he's played for, he hasn't played for a big team like Man City before. And Ortega, I thought he looked nervous at the Bernabeu, and he could have been nervous at Wembley here today, but no, Ortega was absolutely excellent. He was bloody brilliant. And I thought he was excellent. The saves, the quality of them. He's a brilliant keeper. Oh, UWs, you're a legend, man. Gifted membership to Tone. Thank you so much. And I'm okay, UWs, mate. I'm just full of hay fever, so I'm an absolute mess. And there was no watch on today, by the way, because at the time I was streaming from my nose and my eyes were sore, and I just lay down on that sofa behind me there, and I just watched the game horizontal because I needed to. So hence there was no, and I've only just got up for this now. And thank you so much, UW. You're an absolute legend, man. Thank you so much. But other than that, I am happy. It wasn't good, but it was enough. It was enough, I did see Pep cooking Foden, but you know what? Because Pep's a perfectionist. I mean, there were very tired legs there. And it's a drop-off in quality. But I'm so happy for Bernardo. Really am. Guys, I'm going to leave it there because I'm just absolutely done in. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, all the usual stuff. And I'll catch you tomorrow for 5 Things Learned. For now, though, I'm going to rest up. In a bit, bye-bye.